All right, welcome everybody to our Week 7 game day. Tonight we have the Marshall Thundering Herd in Huntington, West Virginia, led by Coach XL, hosting the number 6 ranked Iowa State Cyclones, coached by Coach Curry in a huge Mid-American Conference showdown. The winner of this game has won the conference for 3 straight years, with some impressive turnouts by these teams. This is a big game, national implications. Marshall, 5-point favorite, I believe. But once we kick off, that goes out the window. All right. And we have the team's captains coming on for the opening coin toss. Iowa State is the away team, so they will get to call it. They call heads, and it is tails. Marshall wins the toss. They elect to defer, so Iowa State will start with the football. Brian Ainge on to kick off for Marshall. And he is pumped up. This one goes out the back of the end zone. Touchback, Iowa State starting on their own 25. Malachi Taylor, quarterback for the Cyclones here on the field. First down, Taylor back to pass, looking for Eric Hunter, but he was covered incomplete. Second and 10. Taylor back to pass, looking down the field for Jeremy Schuler. He catches it for a 10-yard gain, but there are flags on the field near the catch, and he pushed off. Offensive pass interference on Schuler. 10-yard penalty, replay second down. So second and 20 now. Taylor hands it off, Eric Hunter up the middle, and it's a nice 8-yard gain, but it is still third and 12. Third and 12, Taylor going to keep it himself, try to throw Marshall off, and it's a good 7-yard gain, but that is still 4th and 5 on their own 30. Iowa State forced to punt. Maury Taylor on to punt here for Iowa State. And this is a 44-yard punt, not his best, and Dantes Corey will return it for Marshall, and this is a nice return. Makes a guy miss. He gets 16 yards. Marshall will start on their own 42. Torrey Wright, the quarterback for Marshall. On first down, they hand it off outside. Jonathan Little, and he has a good amount of room. Makes a guy miss, makes another guy miss, and he is tackled down after a 12-yard gain. They are across midfield now. Wright back to pass, and he is being rushed. He throws this away, but there is a late hit on the quarterback. Flags come flying in. That's going to be a roughing the passer penalty on Iowa State. Cody Stewart dinged for the roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Marshall now on the Cyclone 31. Wright hands it off outside, Little again, and it's just as successful as the last time. This time a 14-yard gain. Marshall now in the red zone. First down, they hand it up the middle, Najee Franks, and he only gets 2. Second and 8, though, Wright looking at the sideline for Joseph Delgado, and he catches it, and he is tackled just short of the goal line. 14-yard gain, first and 1. And Marshall here hands it off to Najee Franks up the middle, and he cruises in for an easy 1-yard touchdown. Touchdown, Marshall. They get on the board first. And what is the offense is staying on the field. Coach XL is pumped. It looks like they are going to go for 2. What a way to start this one. All right, let's see what they do here. Wright hands it off to Franks. Inside run again. Same thing as their touchdown, and it is just as successful. 2-point conversion made easily. 8-0. Marshall leads. Ainge on again to kick off. And this is another touchback. Iowa State will start on their own 25 again. First down, Taylor hands it off Eric Hunter, and he gets a nice 8-yard gain. Second and 2, this one's an option. Taylor keeps it himself, but he is tackled down at the line of scrimmage. Third and 2. And this is going to be play action. Taylor back to pass, and he finds Jeremy Schuler for an easy 8-yard gain to convert the third down. First down here, Malachi Taylor back to pass, looking deep for Jeremy Schuler, but this one is overthrown. Second and 10. Malachi Taylor back to pass again, looking deep again for Trent Comarty, and he is open, and he catches it. He is brought down after a nice 23-yard gain. Iowa State now on the Marshall 36-yard line. On first down, end around to Trent Cromartie, and he gets 5. 2nd and 5 here. Taylor back to pass, looking for Chris Alexander, but he's covered. This one's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Taylor dropping back to pass, and he is brought down in the backfield almost immediately. Marshall's Victor Spencer, huge 7-yard sack, and this brings them out of field goal range. On Marshall's 38-yard line, the punting team is coming out. What a huge sack on 3rd down for the Herd. Taylor punting here, and this is going to be a touchback. Marshall will start on their own 20. What a stop. Torrey Wright back to pass on first down, and he just throws this one away. Nobody was open. 2nd down, Wright back to pass again. This time looking for wide receiver Fred Bacon, and this one falls incomplete. 3rd down. They go with the halfback draw on 3rd down. Najee Franks, and Iowa State was not ready for it. Franks is running, and it looks like he's tackled right at about the 1st down marker, and they're going to rule that he got it. 10-yard gain on 3rd and 10. Huge run for Marshall. And they are pumped, so pumped, in fact, that XL is forced to use his first timeout of the half. 6:47 left in the first quarter. And Marshall lining up here. And as they snap, there are penalty flags. Let's see. This is going to be on Iowa State. Illegal substitution on Miles Diaz. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 5. Wright hands it up the middle to Najee Franks, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. And somebody is down. That looks like a Marshall uniform. It is the running back, Najee Franks. He is hurt. He scored their touchdown and 2-point conversion earlier, so this is not what you like to see. And he is being helped off the field. 2nd and 5 now for Marshall. Wright hands it off to Jonathan Little, and he gets 4. Making it 3rd and 1. Right, they like to do play action here. Torrey Wright packed to pass, and he is being rushed out of the backfield, and he is brought down for a 3-yard sack by Iowa State's Dwayne Kiley, making it 4th and 4 on Marshall's 36. They are forced to punt. Ryan Sledge, the punter for Marshall. And this is an alright punt, 40 yards. Jack Vaughn for Iowa State does elect to return it. And he makes one guy miss, jukes out another guy. Marshall was not ready. They expected a fair catch. And Vaughn's running down the sideline. Only the punter to beat at this point, and he outruns him. What was Marshall doing? This is going to be a 76-yard punt return touchdown. What a return by Iowa State's Jack Vaughn. 6-8 now, Iowa State. And they elect to go for the extra point instead of trying to tie it. Cody Goodrich on to attempt the kick. It is up and good. 4 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first quarter. And now 7-8. Marshall still leads. But what an electric punt return there by Iowa State. Cody Goodrich stays on the field to kick off for the Cyclones. And this one only gets to the 9-yard line. Marshall's Dantes Corey with a nice 22-yard return. Marshall will start on their own 31. First down, Wright keeps it himself, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Gain of nothing. 2nd and 10. They elect to run it. Jonathan Little, but he only gets 3. 3rd and 7 for Marshall here. And they do the same thing. Outside run, Jonathan Little, but this one is successful. He gains 10. First down, Marshall. On the next play, same exact thing. Hand off, Jonathan Little. Equally as successful again. 14-yard gain. They have now crossed midfield. They are on the Iowa State 42-yard line. On first down, they hands it off this time Ryan Sledge, and he gets 3. 2nd and 7. They hands it off to Jonathan Little, and he gains 5. 3rd and 2 on the Cyclone 34. Wright hands it off to Jonathan Little outside again, and he has a ton of space. He gets the first down easily, and he's hit, and the ball comes out. The ball is out, and there are people falling on it. I have no idea who recovered it. Who are they going to say has it? They say Iowa State has it. Peter Davis for Iowa State is the one with the football. What a huge turnover forced by Iowa State. They will get the ball now on their own 23. What a play. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Iowa State now with the ball. Malachi Taylor, back to pass, looking deep for Trent Cromartie, and he's got it. He beat the corner. He's brought down finally by the safety, but that's a 30-yard gain to end the quarter. Iowa State will be starting on the Marshall 47. What a sequence of events to end the first quarter. As a reminder, end of the first. Marshall leads 8-7, but now Iowa State has the ball and they are driving. First down, Malachi Taylor hands it off to Chase Henderson, and this is beautifully blocked. He has a ton of room, 12-yard gain. Next play, same thing, but not as successful, only a 1-yard gain for Henderson. 2nd and 9, they hand it off to Eric Hunter, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss of 3. 3rd and 12 here on Marshall's 37. We did see earlier in the game that they elected to punt it from around this spot, so they do need some yardage here if they want to kick a field goal. Taylor, they elect to pass it on 3rd down, looking deep for Chris Alexander, and he gets it. He is open near the sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds after a gain of 21. Huge play there. They're now on the Marshall's 16-yard line. First down, they hand it off. Eric Hunter, and he gains 11. Just like that, Iowa State is on the Marshall 5-yard line. Taylor back to pass here, and nobody's open. He's being chased out of the backfield, and he throws this one away. And there is a Marshall player injured in the secondary. This is going to be safety Travis Gregorio. You hate to see that. 2nd and goal here, Iowa State on the Marshall 5. And they like to do a screen here to Chris Alexander, and it's beautifully blocked. He basically walks into the end zone for an Iowa State touchdown. 13-8. Iowa State now leads. They like to go for the extra point again. Cody Goodrich is on the field. He kicks it. It is up and good. 11 minutes left here in the second quarter. Iowa State now leads 14-8. Goodrich kicking off to the 2. Dantes Corey from Marshall returns it, but only to the 20-yard line. That is where Marshall will be starting. On first down, they hand it off to Little, and he is pissed off after his fumble. He gets 12. Great run there. Now, right, back to pass, looking deep for Tyler McRae, and this game has been full of deep passes so far. This is caught, and he well crosses midfield before he's finally brought down. 35-yard gain. Marshall already on the Iowa State 33. Right, back to pass, looking for Carlson on a screen, and while he catches it, he is brought down for a loss of a yard. Next, right, back to pass, looking for Joseph Delgado on a corner route, and he catches it for an 18-yard gain. Runs out of bounds, and there's a late hit. Let's see, they elect to call unnecessary roughness here. Iowa State's Jamie Roberson, you cannot do that. Just like that, after the 15-yard penalty, Marshall is already on the Cyclone 1-yard line. Note that that was 15 yards and not half the distance to the goal. Marshall is on the Iowa State 1. Torrey Wright, they hand it off here on the 1 to Jonathan Little, and it is well blocked. He is in. Touchdown, Marshall. Excuse me. Touchdown, Marshall. Brian Ainge on to attempt the extra point. It is up and good. Marshall leads now, 15-14. 8:30 left in the second quarter. Ainge stays on to kick it off. He kicks it off to the 4. Mark LaFele for Iowa State with a nice 23-yard return. The Cyclones starting on their own 27. On first down, Malachi Taylor back to pass, looking for Chris Alexander, and he gets 14. On the next play, Taylor handoff outside to Chase Henderson, and let's see, he's running. He is going down the field. Nobody's been able to get him. It was beautifully blocked. There are flags near the line of scrimmage, but Henderson running, he's running, and he's going to score. 59-yard touchdown for Iowa State, but we will have to see what the flag is. And it's going to be holding on tackle Brandon Foster. It did look weird. It looks like the edge guy would have brought Henderson down if not for the holding, so that is a good call. Just like that, 1st and 20 for Iowa State. On first down, Taylor keeps it on an option, but he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 20. Taylor back to pass, looking for Jeremy Schuler, and he gets 15, making it 3rd and 5. They attempt to run it on 3rd and 5 with Henderson, who just had that long touchdown that was brought back, but this time he only musters a yard. On 4th and 4, Iowa State forced to punt on their own 47. And this is a great punt by Maury Taylor, 43 yards. Marshall's Dantes Corey does return it for 3 yards. Marshall will be starting on their own 13 here. First down, right, back to pass, looking for Tyler McRae, but this is overthrown. 2nd and 10. Right, back to pass here, looking for William Carlson over the middle, and he catches it, but he's brought down just short of the first down. 9-yard gain, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, they like to hand it off to Ryan Sledge, and he gets the first down easily. That's going to be an 11-yard gain, but there are flags. We'll have to see what this is. And this is going to be a holding on Marshall's Fred Bacon. This one's coming back, making it 3rd and 11. On 3rd and 11 here, they hand it off again. This time, William Carlson, and he gets 9 before he's brought down just short of the first down. But there are flags again. Let's see what this is. And this one's going to be on Iowa State, holding on Ken Pecan. And that is an automatic first down for Marshall. Wow. Iowa State giving them life back on this possession. Marshall on their own 17. First down. 6 minutes left in the half. Right, hands it off. William Carlson, and he gets 4. 2nd and 6. Right, back to pass. Looking for Armand Sanders, but this is incomplete. On 3rd and 6, they run it with Jonathan Little outside, and he gets the first 10-yard gain. Marshall now 1st and 10 on their own 31. Right, looking for Tyler McRae deep, and it is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Right, back to pass, looking deep again for William Carlson. And Iowa State sent the house. Carlson beat his man. He catches it. Beautiful throw. And there's nobody in front of him. He might go into the end zone untouched for a 69-yard touchdown, and he does. Long touchdown for Marshall there. 69 yards. They score. Brian Ainge on to attempt the extra point. It is up and good. 4:30 left in the quarter. Marshall leads 22-14 now. What a play. Wow. Ainge stays on to kick it off he kicks it off to the 5, and LaFele returns at 18 yards. Iowa State will start on their own 23. On first down, Taylor hands it off to Hunter, and he only gets 3. 2nd and 7, handoff Hunter again. He gets 9. First down, Iowa State. On the next play, Taylor hands it off, this time Henderson, and he is brought down in the backfield. Loss of 4. Great play by Marshall. 2nd and 14, hands it off to Henderson again, and he only gets 2. 3rd and 12, and this time there's a Cyclone injured. This is going to be tight end Trent Cromartie. He is being helped off the field. Not good. Not good. 3rd and 12. This will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And Iowa State just elects to run the football. 3-yard gain for Henderson. And we at the 2-minute warning. 4th and 9 on Iowa State's 36. They are forced to punt. Maury Taylor on to punt. And this is not his best work. 38 yards. Marshall's Dantes Corey returns at 11 yards. Marshall will be starting this possession on their own 37. First down, Torrey Wright hands it off to William Carlson. He's brought down in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. And Iowa State elects to use their first timeout of the half. They think they can get a stop here and get the ball back. 2nd and 12, Marshall. Torrey Wright back to pass. And he is being rushed. He tries to make some magic happen in the backfield, but he is finally brought down for a 9-yard loss by Dwayne Kiley of Iowa State. What a play. 3rd and 21 now. On 3rd and 21, they elect for play action here. Right, back to pass, looking deep for Delgado, who beat his man, but this one is overthrown by Torrey Wright. And just like that, Marshall is punting. 1 minute 40 seconds left here in the first half. Ryan Sledge on to punt. And again, not a great punt here, only 39 yards. Iowa State's Jack Bond will return it, and he makes a guy miss. He gets a nice 16-yard gain. Iowa State will be starting across midfield on the Marshall 49. First down here, they hand it off. Chase Henderson, and this is well blocked. He gets 14 yards before there is a timeout called by Iowa State. Their second of the half, they have the ball on Marshall's 35. Taylor here, back to pass, looking for Markovich, and it is incomplete. 2nd and 10, they run it up the middle with Henderson. He only gains a yard. 3rd and 9 here, Taylor back to pass, looking short for Kyle Beasley, and while he catches it, it's only a 4-yard gain. 4th and 5, Iowa State on the Marshall 30, and on comes the field goal team. They're going to attempt a 47-yarder. Goodrich, the kicker. It is up, and it is good, right through the middle of the uprights. 47-yard field goal makes it 17-12 now. Marshall still leads. Excuse me. There we go. All right. Goodrich still on the field to kick off. And he gets this one to the 3. Corey returns at 22 yards for Marshall. It may as well have been a touchback. They're starting on their own 25. And they elect to just run out the half. 2 runs with Jonathan Little for 7 yards total ends the half. At the end of the first half, Marshall leads 22-17 in what has been an electric game so far. Let's take a look at some other games around the league at the half. And let us start with the other game day options. First, also in the MAC, Rutgers undefeated at ranked Boston College. Boston College was a slight favorite, but Rutgers was not having it early. They lead 13-6. Next, in the Big Ten, undefeated teams Utah State and Wisconsin facing off. Wisconsin narrowly leading at the half, 17-14. Next, in the Pac-12 Conference, USC playing host to 4-2 Washington, and this one has been all USC so far, 19-0 USC leads. And next, in the ACC, the last option, Wake Forest hosting 4-2 Florida State, and Wake Forest leading by a lot, 28-10, Wake leads. And next, let's review some potential upsets around the league. There were a few. First, we actually have multiple games out of the American Athletic Conference. Yale facing UCF. UCF favored, but Yale leading at the half, 10-3. UCF made the playoffs last year. This would not be good as they attempt to return there. Next, Georgetown. I forget if they hosted or went, I cannot tell, to Memphis. But 0-6 Memphis leads Georgetown at the half, 14-10. So some potential carnage in the AAC. Next, in the Mountain West, another playoff team from last year, Alaska, playing against New Mexico in Coach Stiglett's return, and New Mexico leads at the half as they try to pull a stunner. New Mexico leads Alaska 13-6. Lastly, in the SEC, Vandy playing in South Carolina, big matchup in the East. South Carolina was ranked, but Vandy is leading 27-21. That would be an upset if Vandy holds it in what has been an exciting first half. And that is all. I'm going to take a couple seconds, get some water, and then we will start the second half. Marshall leads this one, 22-17. All right, and we are back as we enter the second half of this one. Marshall leading Iowa State 22-17, and they will be getting the ball. Cody Goodrich kicking off here for the Cyclones. And he kicks this one off to the 6. Dantes Corey for Marshall returns at 14 yards. Marshall will start on their own 20. Unfortunately, however, there is a Cyclone down. Let's see who this is. This is safety Travis Misko. So not ideal there to start the half for Iowa State. First down here, right, hands it off. Jonathan Little, and he only gains 2. 2nd and 8. Right, hands it off. This time, William Carlson, and he gains 5, making it 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Play action here. Right, passes it, finds Tyler McRae, and he gets 6 before he is brought down. Here we go. 1st and 10 now. Marshall on their own 33. Right, back to pass. And he's looking well deep for Tyler McRae. He is covered, and he catches it. He catches it. He was hit before he was. Oh my God! There was contact all over the field. He catches it well deep. He shakes off the defender, and he's gonna score. Oh my God! 67 yards, touchdown for Tyler McRae. We'll have to see who the flag is on. And this is going to be defensive pass interference on Iowa State's Mark LaFele. What a play by Tyler McRae for Marshall. Deep touchdown even with the DPI. Brian Ainge on to attempt the extra point, which is good. 29-17 now. Marshall leads. Another big touchdown here for them. 12 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And Brian Ainge kicks off, and this will be a touchback. Iowa State will start on their own 25. Now down 2 scores. On 1st down, Taylor back to pass, looking for Jeremy Schuler on the sideline, and he catches it well past the 1st down marker, 15-yard gain. On the next play, handoff for Henderson, and he loses a yard. 2nd and 11, same thing. Handoff Henderson, not productive. Brought down at the line of scrimmage, making it 3rd and 11. Taylor here, back to pass, looking for Trey Vinci, and he gets it over the middle, wide open. He's finally brought down after a gain of 26. Iowa State now at Marshall's 35. 1st and 10, Taylor back to pass, and he is rushed. He tries to make magic happen in the backfield, but he is brought down for a big 11-yard loss. That is John Cook of Marshall that brought him down, making it 2nd and 21. On this play, they elect to hand it off for Henderson on a draw, and he gets 8. However, this is 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13, Taylor looking. He's looking for Henderson down the field, but this is jumped. It's picked. Marshall's Brandon Webb picks off the pass, and he returns it. Marshall will get the ball in their own 40. Marshall playing lights out right now. What a play. Marshall gets the ball back. 1st and 10, right, back to pass, looking for Delgado, and he catches it. He gets the 1st down for 11, and he's hit hard. He is hit hard. The ball is on the field. That's a fumble, and Iowa State's Will McDonald, the 5th, recovers it. On back-to-back plays, back-to-back turnovers. Oh my goodness. Iowa State with the ball back on their own 49. I'm going to throw this in chat because this is crazy. What a sequence of events. Iowa State now back on the field. Malachi Taylor. 1st down, looking short for Markovich, and he gains 4. 2nd and 6. Taylor looking for Markovich on a screen, and while he gets it for 0, there is a flag, and it's going to be holding on running back Chris Alexander. Excuse me, tight end Chris Alexander. 2nd and 16 now, Iowa State. Taylor looking again, short pass for Schuler, and he catches it, but it is yet again a 0-yard gain, making it 3rd and 16. Taylor on this one, looking deep again for Schuler, and he gets it. 23 yards, 1st down. What a play. Iowa State now on the Marshall 34. Farther than they were when they got picked last possession. On 1st down, Taylor hands it off to Eric Hunter, and this is well blocked, and Hunter makes the guy miss to get a 1st down, 11-yard gain. They are now on Marshall's 23. Taylor looking for Chris Alexander, but he's covered. This one falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Taylor, another short pass to Markovich, and it is a 0-yard gain again. It's 3rd and 10. Next, Taylor back to piece, looking short for Henderson, and while he gets it, it's only a 4-yard gain. They are on the Marshall 19-yard line, 4th and 6, and on comes the field goal unit. Corey Goodrich on to attempt the 36-yarder. It is up and good. Iowa State makes the field goal. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Iowa State cuts Marshall's lead, 20-29. And Goodrich kicks this one off to the 2-yard line. And Marshall's Dantes Corey only able to return it 6 yards. He tried to make some magic happen, and it was a failure. Marshall will be starting this drive on their own 8. That could be what Iowa State needed. First down here, they hands it off William Carlson, and he gets a first down right away, 11-yard gain. Marshall now on their own 19. First down right, back to pass, looking for Delgado, and this one is underthrown, incomplete easily. Right, back to pass again, now 2nd and 10, looking yet again for Delgado, and this one is better. 16 yards, first down, Marshall, now on the 35. Right, back to pass, looking for McCray on a slant over the middle, and he catches it and runs for the first, for he's brought down 13-yard gain. On the next play, right, back to pass, looking again, Tyler McCray, and he catches it again. 19-yard gain this time. Marshall driving fast, now on the Cyclone 33-yard line. First down here, right, looking short for Fred Bacon, who catches it, but only for 3 yards. 2nd and 7, right, back to pass, and the pass rush getting to him, right, forced to throw this one away. 3rd and 7 on the Cyclone 30, so they are in field goal range. Right, back to pass here. He's looking for Delgado. He is open, and he gets the first down, 14 yards. First down, Marshall at the Iowa State 16. Right, hands it off for Little on first down, and this is a gain of 5. On the next play, handoff William Carlson outside, and he makes a guy miss. This is well blocked, and he is going to score. 11-yard touchdown for Marshall. 16 seconds left in the third quarter here. Brian Ainge on to attempt the extra point, which is up and good. 36-20 now is the Marshall lead. 16-point lead. Ainge still on the field to kick off. He kicks off to the 7-yard line, and Mark LaFele for Iowa State with a nice 25-yard return. Iowa State only has time for one more play in the quarter. They hand it off to Chase Henderson, and he only gains 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, Marshall leads 36-20. Iowa State 2nd and 7 on their own 35. I'm going to get some water real quick, and then we will start the fourth quarter. All right, and we are back to start the fourth quarter. As a reminder, Iowa State 2nd and 7 on their own 35. They elect to hand it off on the first play of the quarter to Eric Hunter, and he is brought down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 8, Taylor back to pass, and what great coverage by Marshall. They force Taylor out of the backfield, and he throws this one away. 4th and 8, they are forced to punt. And this is admittedly a great punt by Maury Taylor. 45 yards before the ball goes out of bounds. Marshall will be starting on their own 21. First down, Torrey Wright keeps it himself. He gains 2. 2nd and 8, Wright back to pass, looking for Delgado deep. And he catches it, 23-yard gain, but there are flags. It did look like a push-off. We'll have to see what it is. And it is indeed offensive pass interference on Delgado. Marshall 2nd and 18 now. And they elect to hand it off to Jonathan Little, and he loses 2, making it 3rd and 20. Wright keeps it himself on 3rd and 20, but he is brought down again in the backfield, another loss of 2. On 4th and 22 on their own 9, Marshall forced to punt. Ryan Sledge, the punter for Marshall. And this is a deep punt, 56 yards, but Iowa State's Jack Vaughn will return it. And he has a lot of space to do so. We saw him have an electric punt return touchdown earlier in this one, and this is another great return, 25 yards. Iowa State starting on the Marshall 40-yard line. 12 minutes left in the game here. They need a score, and they know it. Taylor back to pass, looking deep on first down to Kyle Beasley, and he catches it deep. 29 yards. Iowa State already on the Marshall 11-yard line. First down, Taylor looking for Markovich, and this one is incomplete. 2nd and 10, Taylor back to pass, looking again in the end zone for Beasley, and this is overthrown, but there are flags in the backfield. It did look like there might have been a late hit, and there was. Roughing the passer on Marshall's Connor McGuire. Iowa State now, they will have the ball on the Marshall 1-yard line. Excuse me. On first down, Taylor hands it off to Henderson, but he's brought down in the backfield. Loss of 3. 2nd and 4. On the next one, they hand it off again. This time, Eric Hunter gets it, and he only gains 2, making it 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, they attempt a screen to Markovich, but he is brought down for a loss of 2. 4th and goal at the 4. Offense staying on the field. Cam Marshall have the goal line stop of a lifetime. 4th and goal. They like to hand it off to Chase Henderson, and he trucks some guys and gets into the end zone. What a touchdown on 4th down. 4-yard rushing touchdown. Iowa State making it 36-26 with 10 minutes left. Offense staying on the field. They want 2. They elect to hand it off to Henderson again, and he gets the conversion. Just like that, we have a 1-score ball game. Marshall still leads, but this time it is only 36-28. Great drive there from the Cyclones. Goodrich kicking off, and this is a touchback. Marshall will start on their own 25. Right on first down, back to pass, but he is brought down in the backfield for a loss of 7. 2nd and 17 now coming up. And they elect to hand it off. This time Ryan Sledge gets it. This is a trick play. This is their punter. And while he gains 12, there is an injury, and this is prolific receiver Joseph Delgado for Marshall. Not good. You do not like to see that. 3rd and 5 for Marshall here. Right, back to pass, looking for McCray, but he is double covered. This one could have been picked. It does fall incomplete, but Marshall forced a punt. 9 minutes left in the game. Sledge on to punt, and this is a nice 43-yard return, but we know Jack Vaughn does not fair catch these. He returns it, and it's another solid return, 15 yards. Iowa State will start on their own 42. Taylor back to pass, looking for Beasley, and he gets it. 15 yards, just like that. Iowa State on the Marshall 43. They're driving again. First down, they hand it off Hunter, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13, and they snap it, but there are flags right away. Let's see what this is. This is going to be an illegal formation on Iowa State, making it 2nd and 18. On the next play, same thing. They snap it, but there are flags and whistles right away. This is going to be an illegal shift on Iowa State. Another 5-yard loss. We now have 2nd and 23. And they just elect to hand it off with Chase Henderson, and he loses a yard. We have 3rd and 24 here. And, oh my, it's the same thing again. Snaps and flags on the field. But this time it is going to be on Marshall. Neutral zone infraction, 5-yard penalty. Iowa State has a 3rd and 19. And they elect to go with the screen on 3rd and long. They throw it to Schuler, and he only gains a yard. Just like that. On their own 49, Iowa State has to punt. Now only 5 minutes, 34 seconds left in the game. Maury Taylor on to punt, and this is fantastic. 50 yards. Fair caught by Dantes Corey. Marshall gets the ball on their own 1. What a punt. Pinning them deep. Again, 5.5 minutes left in the game. On first down, Marshall, they go play action. Iowa State did not expect it. They look deep for McCray, and he gets it. What an aggressive play call for Marshall on the goal line, and it works out. 21 yards. Marshall now on their own 22. 4 minutes 40 left. First down, right, back to pass, looking deep for McCray again, and it's caught deep again. This is going to be 30 yards, but there are flags. We will have to see what it is. And it is illegal use of hands on Marshall's Bernie Coleman. This is coming back. 1st and 20 now. Right, hands it off to Sledge, and this is a good run. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 11. Less than 4 minutes left now in the ball game. Right, back to pass for Armand Sanders, and he catches it, and he gets 11 yards. Just enough for the first down. First down, Marshall now at the 32. Right, hands it off to Jonathan Little, and he gets 6. On the next play, right, back to pass, looking deep for Fred Bacon, and he gets it. Marshall has been torching this Iowa State secondary all day long, and that continues. 30 yards. Marshall now at the Cyclone 32-yard line. A field goal here would put this game out of reach. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Right, back to pass. Looking for William Carlson. This is incomplete, but there are flags on the field. This looks like it might be a late hit roughing the passer on Iowa State, and it is. Roughing the passer on Cody Stewart. Marshall now well into field goal range on the Cyclone 17-yard line. They hand it off here. Jonathan Little, and he gets 3. 2nd and 7. And they snap it, another set of flags. This is a false start on Marshall's Bernie Coleman. A lot of flags today. 2nd and 12 now, and they hand it off to Jonathan Little. He only gains a yard. Great play by Iowa State as they use their first timeout of the half. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the game. 3rd and 11, Marshall at the Iowa State 18. And they elect to do an end around. Tyler McCray gets the ball on 3rd down. He's brought down in the backfield for a loss of 2. As we hit the 2-minute warning. 4th and 13, Marshall on the Iowa State 20. Brian Ainge on to attempt a game-winning field goal here. 37 yards. Ainge on to kick. And he kicks it, and he pushes the kick! It misses well wide right. 1 minute, 56 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Iowa State down 8 will have a chance. Wow, Marshall with a fumble of a lifetime. We will have to see if it comes back to bite them. On 1st down, Taylor back to pass. He finds Henderson on the sideline, 8-yard gain. He goes out of bounds. On the next play, Taylor hands it off to Hunter, and Hunter only loses a yard. But just like that, it looks like there's a bit of a kerfuffle, the players are pushing each other. There's flags. What is happening? And they are going to get Marshall's Paul Page on an unnecessary roughness. 15 free yards for Iowa State. They are now at midfield. Taylor back to pass, looking deep for Kyle Beasley, and he catches it deep. 23 yards. Just like that. 1 minute, 28 seconds left. Iowa State now on the Marshall 27. Taylor back to pass, looking for Alexander, and this one falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. They hands it off now up the middle. Henderson, and he gets 8. Iowa State rushes to the line of scrimmage. They snap it. Marshall was not ready. 10-yard pass wide open to Trey Vinci. Iowa State uses a timeout after this one, but just like that, 1st and goal at the 9. It is notable that this is Iowa State's 2nd timeout of the half, so if Marshall gets a stop, the game will end. 1st and goal at the 9. Taylor back to pass, looking in the end zone. Jeremy Schuler, and he's open. This is a touchdown, Iowa State. 34-36 now. Offense stays on the field. A 2-point conversion would tie this and potentially send it to overtime. I cannot believe what I have seen transpire over the last couple minutes. Here we go. Taylor. They hands it off to Chase Henderson, And he is tackled. It looks like he was just short. They're going to have to review it. This was very close. Let's see here. Did he convert it? The replay official said he did not. Marshall, goal line stand on the 2-point conversion narrowly. They get the stop. Iowa State needs an onside kick now. What a stop on the 2-point conversion by Marshall. They onside kick, and this one is easily recovered by the Thundering Herd. Marshall will escape. They kneel it a couple times, and the game is over. 36-34, Marshall upsets number 6 Iowa State, and the fans rush the field. You cannot blame them. This is a massive win for Marshall. What a game. Wow. And Marshall takes a commanding lead in their division. They will likely be ranked, and they now have everything that they could possibly want in front of them.